the physical changes I saw. In 12 weeks, I lost, I want to say it was 21 inches. I lost 16 and a half pounds, I think it was. Like, that's real numbers there. You can't just say that's just water weight, you know? I had spent the last 3 years getting into weightlifting as a sport and doing a lot of self-teaching. I have held jobs as a researcher, and so I really was getting into researching nutrition and science and health and all of this. And I found myself just feeling stuck in like, I've learned a lot, I know a lot, I'm doing a lot, I've changed a lot of my rhythms and habits, but it's not consistent, or I'm not seeing the payoff for what I'm investing into this. And I was just getting more and more frustrated after a few years of life hardships resulting in a lot of weight gain. I was like, no, I'm actually like doing the work to do something about that and reverse that. And I'm just not seeing it for the investment I was putting into myself. What led me to working with Tabitha was I became aware of her through the foster care community. And I had attended a conference that she was speaking at, but a friend had attended her session. And this friend was the one who had gotten me into weightlifting. And he came back from her session and said, Dani, this is everything I've been trying to tell you, but in someone who does this professionally. And so I started following her on Instagram for the last 2 years, and just her stuff would pop up. And from time to time, I'd look at it and it was interesting. And it just kind of took 2 years of like not knowing this woman, knowing that she'd been recommended to me for what she knew and what she was teaching on, and was just kind of using her Instagram feed as a kind of a small resource there. And then this summer, when I was feeling kind of stuck of, okay, what do I need to do next? Why am I not seeing the payoff? What's it going to take to gain some consistency? And a couple of friends had said, at some point you should pay for a weightlifting trainer. I was like, that's not what I need. I don't need someone to teach me form yet. I'm not that into this sport yet. And I thought maybe I need a health coach. Maybe I need someone to kind of help tell me what I should be doing, or to pinpoint what am I doing that's not working. And she came to mind. Yeah, when you see her Instagram feed, when you see her photos, when you kind of get glimpses into what her life looks like, you kind of think like, is this for real? And for me, I think because I'd been seeing her content on Instagram for long enough and knew that she was in the foster care world, the way she presents herself, it's very real. She's very transparent. She's very honest. Having been through the program, her mind management models, you can see that come out in the way she speaks about her own life and her own family and her practices regarding health and fitness. The resources Tabitha provides through the program include weekly videos and modules that you're working through, and that helps to pace out the program and the information so that it's not just a deluge of information for you at the beginning. She tackles things kind of in a sequential order that makes sense for what you need at that point in the program. She provides workouts for you. You're not left to your own devices there. There's 2 ways to be in touch with her. One is through regular voice text communication on an app, and that was extremely helpful. It was access to her every other day. It was, hey, this is happening right now. I can send you a quick message. I can get it off my chest. I can let you know this is a problem. And she was very thorough in responding promptly and regularly. And so that gave pretty regular access to her for a good 12 weeks. I felt at the beginning like, I'm not going to see those results that I was like so ambitious about at the beginning, because it was so much mindset stuff. And I was like, I have to get this right. I have to get this right. And the key being like, this is an ongoing growth mindset. And these modules she's teaching are meant to be practiced and practiced and practiced again. I'm a middle school teacher. We teach our kids growth mindset. We teach them practice and practice and practice again. But as an adult, we somehow think, or I somehow think I'm above that. And it'll be some quick fix, and it's not. Some wins that I did see over the program was significant changes in how I thought about, I'd call it my trash eating days, my junk eating days of my mood's bad, it's snowy outside, it's rainy, it's sad, it's that time of the month, it's whatever emotions are going on dictated the choices I made that day. And the growth I've seen over the program is that it's just not the case as much. And that doesn't mean it's perfect. There's more bumpers in place now. So when you fall off your plan, it's not as deep as a fall and it's not as long as a fall. Getting back on your plan is quicker, and there's grace in the mindset surrounding that as well. If you are thinking of working with Tabitha, I would say it is worth the investment in yourself. It is worth not putting it off for the perfect time. I started the program in August, going into my start of a school year teaching, telling her fall is my worst time for gaining weight and for making nutritious choices and for keeping my gym schedule because of the work schedule that comes with starting a new school year. And I think that speaks to the success of this program and the hard work that went into it, is knowing that in the most stressful season of my year, when I would normally gain weight, I was able to lose more weight than I've lost in the past year. I think that speaks to how she tackles it and the value in not waiting for the perfectly right time, because there's no better time to invest in yourself than right now, especially if you're on the cusp of making that decision. Tabitha becomes a close buddy of yours real quick, even if you don't know her before you do the program, because you are sharing with her some of your biggest frustrations, some of your biggest letdowns, some of your biggest insecurities, and she is walking with you through all of that. And so I think Tabitha has had really crappy video calls with me and has had really great video calls with me, and she is consistent throughout it, and I know what to expect from her. And I find value and appreciation in the fact that she's using her own models on the calls with me. She's taking her own advice because that's how she's learned the advice she's giving you, and the thought modules she's giving you, and the information on nutrition and exercise is all stuff that she has tried out for herself.